Hey guys, and welcome to my round 5 tips of the AFL 2020 Premiership season. First game of round 5, Carlton vs St Kilda. St Kilda sitting 7th on the ladder, Carlton Blues sitting 12th. I'm going to keep this one nice, short and simple. St Kilda are going to win this one. Carlton played amazing last week against the Bombers, but did miss a couple of chances late in the game to put that game away. St Kilda, on the other hand, dominating Richmond all over the ground. And I think St Kilda are going to get home by a big margin. I'm going to say they're going to get home by 30 points, 5 goals. Friday night football, Collingwood vs Essendon. Still side bottom, out for 4 weeks. Heppel injured with an ankle injury. Both good elite midfielders out for the teams. I still think Collingwood are a better team overall and they should get the job done quite comfortably again. I'm going to say they win by 20 points. Collingwood will look to bounce back after a poor performance in the last quarter against the Giants. Poor kicking cost them. I expect them to be on their ball Friday night. Saturday afternoon football, Eagles versus the Swans. I reckon the Eagles win this one. Finally, they get back on track. It's been a while. Metricon Stadium, I reckon the Eagles finally get their first win at the Gold Coast hub. Been a long time coming. The Swans looked poor against the Bulldogs. They've looked okay here and there throughout the season, but I think the Eagles finally get the job done and start to gain momentum climbing the AFL ladder for season 2020. Geelong versus the Gold Coast Suns. Gary Ablett's 350th, Joel Selwood's 300th, but it's Matt Rowell's 5th game, lads. In his 5th game, once again, he is going to dominate. They're 2nd on the ladder, the Gold Coast Suns. Can they get the job done against the Cats at Geelong? Unfortunately, I have to pick the Geelong Cats by 15 points. The Suns are going to show some fight, but I think the veteran nature of the Cats will overpower them in the end, and they'll fall down in a close one. The Bulldogs versus North Melbourne. Interesting, the Bulldogs have been in good form after starting the season poorly. North Melbourne have been the opposite. Started the season well and have been in poor form. Could it switch this game? That's yet to be determined. North Melbourne 9th on the ladder, Western Bulldogs 13th. I think the Bulldogs are going to win this one at Marvel. They're looking good recently. They start the season well. They start the games well, the last couple. But the second half, they look a bit flat. North Melbourne, on the other hand, finished very strongly against the Hawks. Nearly amounted a great comeback. Jai Simpkin had the game on his boot, misses to the left. I think the Bulldogs win this one. North Melbourne try and make a comeback late, but once again do not get it done. I'll say Western Bulldogs by 10 points. This is the game that's been pissing me off recently. Lions versus Port Adelaide. Everyone says Port Adelaide hasn't versed a good opponent so far. Have Brisbane? Answer that question. Brisbane vs Hawks round 1, they lost. Port Adelaide have been every team so far. I'm getting shot through the window in GTA and I've just been absolutely gunned down. You can't believe that sort of things. But that's a different story for a different day. Port Adelaide first, Lions 3rd. I'm going to say Port Adelaide win this one. I know it's at the Gabba. People are writing off Port Adelaide every single game, saying they haven't versed good quality opponents. Neither have Brisbane. They kicked 23 behinds last game, which is a lot of scoring shots. They dominated the game in that area, but Port Adelaide, best defense in the competition. It's hard to score on them. Sunday afternoon football. Crows versus Fremantle. 2 winless teams. Fremantle win this one. They win comfortably by 30 points. The D's versus the Tigers. Richmond Tigers. If you don't win this game, your season is done. That's why I'm going to back them in to win by 27 points. Dustin Martin finally looking good again. Looked terrible last game. He improves. He gets better. He lifts them over the line. And the last game of the round, the Giants versus the Hawks. Giants touted to be the favourites in this game. I disagree. Hawthorn have dominated the contest the last couple of outings against the Giants. And I think the Hawks will win again. They'll win comfortably and they'll win by 35 points. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like. Subscribe if you want more. I'm out now. See you later.